The Strictly Come Dancing stars didn't actually meet on the show, but instead met some time before that back in 2009 on the London theatre scene. On episode 19 of the Sliding Doors podcast, Janette Manrara discussed how Alja Škorjanec and herself had some trouble communicating on their first encounter. Janette, 37, is a professional dancer who found fame in the UK through her long stint as a professional dancer on Strictly Come Dancing, which she has participated in since 2013. She first met her husband Aljaž, 31, at a dance studio in London, where Janette was then rehearsing for West End show Burn the Floor, when it was announced that some new cast members would be joining for the chance to perform the show in Australia. Aljaž happened to have his audition while Janette was rehearsing, and Janette revealed that the dancer seemed to immediately catch everyone's attention. She said, "I remember he walked in through the door and the whole room froze because he is quite handsome, you know." However, Janette had only recently got out of a relationship and wanted to see the world, so she wasn't interested in having a boyfriend at the time. What's more, she admitted on the podcast that the conversation she ever had with her now husband was not particularly stimulating. "I remember when we first met, Aljaž didn't speak English as well as he does now. So when we first met and we started chatting like, 'Hi, how are you?' and he was all like, 'Yes, no, great, thank you.' It was all, like, one-word answers, so we didn't really get to communicate." The Strictly star went on to explain that her husband's English massively improved when he came back from Australia a couple of months later, as there was no opportunity for him to speak his native Slovenian language. From there a close friendship started, and while Aljaž wanted something more, Janette revealed that she only thought that it was never going to work because she only saw him as a friend. Nevertheless, Aljaž never lost hope that she would change her mind, and made a bold claim to her when they went out drinking one night with their castmates. He said, "Do you know what? One day I'm going to marry you," Janette revealed. Eventually this turned out to be true, and once the couple went on their first date, Janette admitted that she'd never looked back. The stars made their Strictly debut in 2013, which was also the year they started dating. In the same year he joined, Aljaž impressed audiences and clinched the Glitterball trophy with model and TV presenter Abby Clancy during the first all-female final in Strictly history. The year 2020 was Janette's most successful year on the show, as she managed to go all the way to the final with pop star HRVY. After 9 years of being a dance partner to the stars, she has swapped in her sequence for a chance to co-host It Takes Two this year. The star presents the show alongside Rylan Clark Neal and has replaced Zoe Ball, who announced she was leaving the show earlier this year. Aljaž is still dancing on Strictly this year with 37-year-old Dragon's Den entrepreneur Sarah Davies. The Sliding Doors podcast discusses moments that shape our lives and is presented by Elle Ferguson.